Chapter 1. What was never alive. The box arrived without ceremony. No return address, no note, no name written in careful handwriting to suggest intention. It was left at the front door sometime between dusk and the moment the streetlights hummed awake, when the house was quiet enough that small sounds felt larger than they should. It did not knock. It did not announce itself. It waited. When Miriam found it, she stood over it longer than necessary, her hand hovering just above the tape. She told herself she was tired, that grief had thinned her nerves, that everything felt heavier since the funeral. Still, something about the box resisted being ordinary. Not threatening, not loud, just patient. Her son Isaiah watched from the hallway, clutching the hem of his shirt the way he did when he was unsure whether he was allowed to want something. "Is it for me?" he asked. Miriam hesitated. That pause, barely a second long, mattered more than either of them understood. "I do not know," she said, and that was the truth. Inside the box was a small comfort figure, soft to the touch, carefully stitched, its face simple and unexpressive. It did not smile. It did not frown. It was not modeled after anything recognizable. The fabric smelled faintly of cedar and something older, something that reminded Miriam of the church basement where her grandmother used to pray alone. Isaiah reached for it instinctively. Miriam almost stopped him. Almost. That night, Isaiah slept through the dark hours for the first time since his father died. No nightmares, no crying out, no sudden jolts awake with tears already forming. He held the figure close, his breathing steady, his face calm. Miriam watched from the doorway until her own eyes burned, relief loosening something in her chest she had been gripping for weeks. She prayed before going to bed, thanked God for rest, asked for protection, and did not think to question the source of the peace. Not yet. It was only later, closer to morning, when the house shifted into that fragile silence between sleep and waking, that Miriam felt it. Not a sound, not movement, just awareness. She opened her eyes and listened. The house was still. The hallway light was off. Isaiah's door was closed. And yet something felt present, not near her, but not absent either. Like a breath held too long. She whispered the name of Jesus Christ, not in fear, but in habit, and the feeling thinned, retreated, as if it had never been there at all. She told herself it was imagination, grief, exhaustion. She turned on her side and slept. In Isaiah's room, the comfort figure lay where it always had, tucked beneath his arm. It did not move. It did not need to. Because nothing in the room was alive that had not been given breath by God, and what had entered the house that night was not life at all, but imitation, waiting for permission it had not yet been fully granted. Morning would come soon. And with it, truth. Whether it would be spoken or delayed had not yet been decided.